Hi friends, and welcome into my plans video for Lost Ark. Now, we've been talking about this quite a bit on stream, and a lot of you guys are really interested in what my plans are and what I'm going to be doing at launch when it comes to EU and NA. And I can tell you, after having over 2,000 hours in the game, that everything that I'm going to be doing is going to be focused towards tier 3. And I'll explain why in a moment, but if you don't know who I am, my name is Ben Lee, and welcome to my channel. Obviously, I've been playing the game for a while now. I've also got my own podcast with big names such as Lino, Sivo, Tea Party, Percy, and Kanama, as well as my build and guide videos like my how to get rich video and my PvE tier list. I'm a very competitive player and I definitely want to be within the top eye level on the server. And with this, I'll explain a little bit about tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and why everything is going to be focused towards tier 3. Now, the most important thing for you to know straight away is that when the game goes from tier 1 to tier 2, the gear that you get straight away in tier 2 is going to be higher eye level than what you can achieve in tier 1, basically rendering all of your gear in tier 1 immediately useless. Because the max eye level you can get in tier 1, if you really push, which will be crazy on resources and time and an investment, is 725. However, at the start of tier 2, literally day 1, you'll be able to get eye level 802 as a base. So you might think as well, what's the point in getting any gear then, Ben, in tier 1? And this is the fact that you need to get to 600 eye level to be able to progress into tier 2 content on that character. So you're still going to want to do the content and you're still going to want to enjoy yourself and have fun and explore the dungeons, etc. But Lost Ark also works on a system that when you upgrade your gear to plus 15, anything over that becomes way more resource intensive in terms of upgrade materials, silver, gold, and also your success chance plummets. The same then will happen from tier 2 to tier 3, and this is why I'm not too worried about eye level in tier 1 and tier 2. So the main thing I'm going to focus on when it comes to eye level is actually just having characters ready at 600 eye level to be able to take them from tier 1 to tier 2, and then when tier 2 comes out, getting them ready again at 1100 eye level to get them ready to go into tier 3 when that releases. So any other resources that I gather in things in tier 1 that would take me above 600 eye level, I'm pretty confident I'm just going to sell those. I may end up using a little bit to upgrade them a bit further if I feel like it, but min-maxing for tier 3, ideally I just want to get as much gold as I can. Trust me, you're going to need way more than you think you're going to need. So first note is to level them to 600 and 1100 by the end of tier 1 and tier 2. In terms of how many alts, at the moment I'm planning to have a main and 2 main alts. But the ones I've chosen to go for are Sorceress as my main because I absolutely love her, War Dancer because I really love the fighters and how agile they are, and then Artillerist because it's such a nice chill class. So at launch day 1, I'm going to be picking my Sorceress, leveling her to 50 as quick as I can, then making sure to do my daily Una tasks when you press Alt and J, my 2 Chaos Dungeons as well as my 2 Guardian Raids, and then I'll be immediately starting one of my alts. So level to 50, do dailies, Chaos Dungeons, Guardian Raids, and then an alt. This is because from a min-max perspective, you definitely want to get as many characters as you can to level 50 to start doing dailies to get more resources to either use or sell. As well as there's 2 things I really want to get working on straight away is life skills and estate, as in leveling up your private island. So the quicker you get going with your life skills, the more you're going to level them up, the more materials you're going to have, again, the more money you're going to be able to have because you can either sell them or do what I'm going to do and make an absolute whack of potions and bombs for endgame. I know how many you're going to need, and trust me, however many you think you've got is going to be enough. It's probably not. And in the long term, it's going to be absolutely amazing for your finances in the game to start doing life skilling really early. Just before I go into the estate, you'll see here this area and this island that I'm on, the Singing Island. Again, the name might be different for EU and NA. This is a really good island for life skilling. There's no monsters on here, which makes it really easy to go around and collect stuff. However, it is only for lumbering, mining, and herbalism, which is fine, but there's also this quest that I'm showing you on screen right now. This is a very quick daily quest from your Alt J menu that gives you silver. Even if you find yourself having multiple millions of silver when you get to endgame in tier 3, you're going to use so much of it, it's not even funny. So getting a silver farm early is going to be fantastic, and doing this island, for example, logging in on an alt, going and doing your life skilling, as well as doing that very quick quest every day, is going to start giving you a good silver farm from the get-go. So I plan on leaving an alt here, maybe even like alt number 4 when I level it within the first month. I'll just leave it on this island and log into it, do the farm, and log out. You get your private island from Lutheran area from in the castle at like level 26, 27, super early on. And you definitely want to be coming in here and just doing the very quick few bits to start leveling it up. So making sure to start a research and also going across to the 3rd tab and sending your ship on these missions. This will start to level up your estate, and at level 15 you unlock your private area to be able to do life skilling, and you can even reduce the cost of upgrading for your characters. Don't neglect this. In the long run it's going to be fantastic for you and save you a ton of money. So start doing your life skills, level up your estate, and get the silver farm going. Next up, I'm going to be going around to do a bunch of islands to be able to get some upgrade materials, collect island hearts for my collectibles, which I'll go into later, as well as getting the engraving books and things like runes, as all of this stuff is really going to help you in the long term, and plus it's just really fun. The runes are really good. They're buffs that you can put onto your skills. They're also account wide, so you can use them on all your characters. And the engraving books are also account wide. So hopefully you're starting to get the feeling that I'm going to be doing all the stuff that helps level up and help my whole account, rather than focusing on the vertical progression of one character in tier 1 and tier 2. One of the main things you want to do in tier 1 as well is go to your adventure book and start maxing this out. You get rewards like runes and skill point potions. There's masterpieces, cards. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that you get from doing this, and you definitely want to go through and finish this off as best you can before the end of tier 2. The UI might be different from this that you're seeing now, because they might implement the new one that's coming from Korea, but essentially you want to be going around and doing your collectibles and start getting the rewards, because these skill potions are going to be really important for your DPS later on. On top of that, you've also got your collectibles, and you want to make sure to get as many of these sorted as you can, especially things like giant hearts. This gives you a lot of skill points. I haven't bothered doing it on Russia because I didn't want to have to do it all twice, but there's a whole range of different rewards you can get from doing things like your giant hearts, your sea adventures, Orpheus stars. Some of these won't be available in tier 1, then new ones come in tier 2 and tier 3. These are definitely things that you can get done and enjoy and have them out of the way, so that once you finish tier 3 content, you can have them all done and out of the way and just focus on vertical progression. So I'm going to focus on finishing my adventure book and my collectibles before tier 3. Another thing I'm going to focus on is leveling up the guild and making sure I do my contributions. This will give me some eel crystals. They could be a different name on EU and NA, but this is a currency that you want to save for tier 3. You can trade them in for things like upgrade materials, but this is a currency that doesn't change throughout tier 1, 2, and 3. So this is something that I'm going to be saving all the way for tier 3. It's going to be a really good source of extra resources to push myself when it really matters. That, as well as doing PvP, getting the reward tokens, and then having those for tier 3 as well to be able to trade in every single week and get more upgrade materials. So I'm going to be doing my guild contributions, save the Samil crystals for tier 3, as well as the PvP tokens. Alright guys, so yeah, that's my rough kind of outline of what I'm going to be doing, leveling up my characters and having them ready at the border to go into tier 2 and tier 3 content for the big push that's going to be coming in tier 3. Leveling up my sorceress at level 50, doing my dailies, my chaos dungeons, starting an alt really early on, making sure not to neglect my life skills and my estate and get that important silver farm going, as well as the adventure book and collectibles to get all the skill point potions, and then my guild contributions and PvP for the tokens. I'm sure there was more stuff I wanted to talk about, but I just can't remember offhand right now. But there is a good overview of what I want to do. Remember, if you've got any more questions, you can catch me live at twitch.tv/BentleyGamingTV. And if you like the video, give it a like and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. As well as that, we've got the community Discord down in the description below with over like 1,500 members now, which is fantastic, and it's full focus Lost Ark. But let me know your thoughts of this down below, and if you've learned something, and yeah, and your plans, if you've got anything different, let me know that down below as well. I'm sure it won't go exactly to plan like this. There'll be things that crop up here and there. I may do more alts, I may not, I may vary it a little bit, but the overall is that you don't have to really push in tier 1 in terms of vertical progression. Just make sure you get everything done that benefits your account. And then when you do the big push in tier 3, you are going to be set so well, you're just going to fly. So yeah, so there'll be PvP, there'll be PvE, there'll also be GVG. I really want to push all forms of content in the game. I really enjoy it all. It's just such a masterpiece of a game. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you at least learned something. I also really hope you have a very nice day. And until the next one, guys, peace.